The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Let's talk about this main event, fellas. We had Admire's favorite fighter, Suga Sean O'Malley, defeating Marlon Vera for the bantamweight championship by unanimous decision. So O'Malley, he was working those leg kicks early on in the first round, and then halfway through it, they started trading a little bit. I thought O'Malley was the busier fighter in the first round. But going on to round two, O'Malley did a good job of mixing it up, but going up top and then going to the volley. And he was pretty much just beating Vera to the punch. He looked faster. He was piecing Vera up. With about a minute and a half left in that second round, O'Malley hit him with that huge knee and stunned him with the right hand. And then round three was more of the same. Just O'Malley pretty much doing what he wanted on the feet, not like throwing like fight-ending punches, but just like basically just using them for like target practice for the most part. Like other than a couple good shots from Vera, O'Malley dominated that round too. And Vera, he showed a little heart in that fourth round. He came out swinging, and O'Malley weathered it and continued to pick him apart from the outside for the majority of the round. Although Chito did have that's probably his best round. He had his moments in the fourth round, but I still gave that one to O'Malley. And then at the beginning of that fifth round, O'Malley hurt Vera with that big right hand. But like I was like, why aren't he following up? He just like pretty much sat there and let Vera kind of recover from that. And he continued to walk him down though. Landed that big knee that was and then that head kick that was partially blocked. And then he pretty much just coasted to the end of that round until Vera hit him with that body shot. And did y'all see he was on the ground after that fight, but even with that body shot, O'Malley was able to tough it out and get that unanimous decision. But what were your thoughts, Admire?
Yeah, man, like I've always been the biggest critic of O'Malley, but he's the real deal. His accuracy, man, it's, a lot of people back in the day used to talk about Conor McGregor's, striking accuracy, and Sean O'Malley shows a lot of that. He just picks his shots so well. Definitely the higher output fighter in this. And through the first few rounds, that's what it was. He was stringing together a lot of good combinations. And then I think it was that fifth round where he landed the big shot where he should have swarmed him. He didn't. It was like the one time that he didn't follow up his shots. So I don't know what happened, why he didn't do that. But everything that Chito Vera did, I mean, O'Malley beat him to the punch on it. And Chito just seemed like he was looking for the one big shot more than, the combinations and everything. And it didn't surprise me, but it probably surprised Vera that it just didn't go the same way as their first fight. O'Malley has somebody waiting in the wings to fight him that I think can beat him. But for right now, man, Sean O'Malley, he's earned his place on, towards the top of that pound for pound fighter list.
You said O'Malley has somebody waiting in the wings?
Yeah, man.
Well, hold up. Before we get to that, let's see what Steve has to say about this fight, because I think we might be on the same page for that. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, it was good for O'Malley. Vera, very reserved, waiting too much for me, which made it a disappointing fight to where I thought Vera was going to bring it. There was times to where you see he got synchronized for a minute and can throw a punch quick enough to catch him, but it's just he wasn't putting enough output. Versus O'Malley was just tagging him. I think it was a clear decision, and like I said, and maybe still skill set, but I guess Sean O'Malley has more pull to say it was the leg kick that maybe because he won. I think this was a dominant fight, and we pretty much haven't even seen Vera upgrade his repertoires since the first O'Malley fight. He's really not saying he has an upgrade, but his style's pretty much the same. And O'Malley just seems like he's getting better, and obviously we've seen his striking accuracy on point.
Definitely. I mean, you can't deny that he does have skills because he's shown that he's skillful, man. I mean, he made it look easy for the most part. But circling back around to what Admire said earlier in the show, O'Malley's talking about Ilya Topuria, but if he skips out on facing Marab, then I think everybody, including me, will have a serious problem with that. I don't know if that's who you were talking about a couple of minutes earlier, who could beat him, but it's got to be Marab. You can't, like, enough with these super fights before you actually establish yourself as a dominant champion. It's got to be Marab next.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's got to be Marab next because we all are thinking the same thing. We all think that Marab is the one that's going to put a stop to O'Malley's hype train. Marab just beat Henry Cejudo. And I don't think that O'Malley's really, here I am talking shit on him again. He hasn't really been tested. I mean, yeah, he's beat Vera, he's beat Sterling, he's beat Jan, but there's still a lot of guys in that division that could go in there against him. This weight jumping thing, just so you can say that you're a 2-division champ or whatever, it needs to stop. It used to be you got to do that when you cleaned out your division. Clean out the division first.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a travesty if Marab got passed over. But I think either matchup is a bad matchup for him anyway. I think both of the guys beat him, but I don't know. What are your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, I don't like it, especially what is his second defense?
First defense,
First defense,
he hadn't defended yet.
It gets real corny. It's like, and I guess to the perspective of the person, you can't deny your charisma you have or you think you have, but you got to be realistic. Some of these people are assuming position of these super fights like they're a Conor or something. And O'Malley's not like that. He doesn't bring the sting like Conor to even ask for a fight like that. And I think it's watering down even super fights when you keep on, unless we're going to make this part of the UFC culture, see if it picks up wind to get a super fight. To me, I think we talked about it. I don't think O'Malley has stardom like that to be even asking super fights, especially when you're one fight being champion. So I say stick with definitely. If you listen to his post fight too, you can tell he did the call out to Pero, but he's like, never mind. And then he said he was going to call out, and then he said, fuck it, if you guys want me to fight Marab too, like he didn't want to say it. So that's a draggy fight he really doesn't want, because based off his post fight how he sounded.
Yeah, you can't duck them forever. I mean, I feel like UFC would try to protect them, but yeah, has to be Marab. But as far as star power goes, Steve touched on it a little earlier. This was the highest gate ever outside of a McGregor fight. But do y'all think this is just because it was a stacked card, or you think that O'Malley actually brought the crowd out? Admire.
No, this was a stacked card, man. You had big names on there. Jan, Gilbert Burns, MVP, Dustin Poirier. It wasn't because it was Sean O'Malley for sure. So I'm not going to believe that. I don't. He doesn't bring what McGregor has. That's always going to be the comparison. Everybody's always going to be compared to McGregor, and he just doesn't have what it is. And for the record, the Poirier call out, Poirier would shit whip O'Malley.
I think so too. But never, fights aren't fought on paper, so you never know. He may make it competitive, but I think Topuria is a problem. What he did to Alexander Volkanovski, and I think Alexander Volkanovski would probably handle O'Malley pretty easily, but you never know, man. You never know. So, but I'm with you. Just on first thought, I think Superior would handle him, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you agree with Admire, Steve? You think it was just because it was a deep card, or you think O'Malley was able to get that gate?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you got to give MVP a piece of that. You know, stardom that brought that card along. That's the first name that came to my head. Let alone those other fighters on the card. Hopefully, he's not that naive to claim that all came from him.
Yeah, I mean, the card was so stacked. You had Curtis Blades, on the prelims, number 5 heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think Sean O'Malley is like the poster child for this new era of like UFC popularity. And I don't think it's gotten to the like a level of, like you said, I think Conor is the last of a dying breed. He did it just off a name. You see Conor fight, you see him knock out and he could talk. But O'Malley is from like the Twitch era. And I don't know if that's translate yet to like people actually paying for the fight. Like you got fans watching on Twitch, they're probably watching it for free though, like on a legal stream. So I feel like UFC's had a problem with the kind of factory. They've been moving out these fights like factory, like on assembly lines, and they hadn't had that star. And I think they're experimenting with O'Malley. I just don't think it's hit like that on a mainstream level. Like he's got like a huge following on like social media and like that Twitch era. Like I'm sure your kid's probably familiar with him, man, Meyer. But I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, after his first couple wins, I mean, he went on a whole like tour of like I think he did Theo Von's show. He was on like Nelk Boys. He was hanging out with 6ix9ine. Like he was blowing up social media wise, but like I still don't think he's really blown up MMA wise.
And I feel like in boxing, his same age group, they've been able to translate it for buys, because the Garcia and the Tank Davis, I think that did like over 1 million pay-per-view buys. So I don't know why it's not hitting with O'Malley yet. Maybe you got to give him some time. Because, like I said, Tank and Garcia comes from that like social media type era, like post Floyd or whatnot. So I don't know. Like you said, he's with 6ix9ine. I didn't even know that. I bet that was ridiculous. I guess they got the same hair.
Yeah, and O'Malley has a 6ix9ine tattoo on his shoulder from when they hung out.
Oh my goodness. Talk about D-riding. That's me with any 6ix9ine tattoo, especially with him being a snitch. But that's a topic for a different show. Thank you for checking out this Haymaker Combat Sports segment. This full episode could be found on the Haymaker Combat Sports YouTube page and in audio form on all major podcast platforms. Until next time, peace.